As a coach, you know how important it is to be able to take a really big breath and brace your abs prior to lifting heavy, because it's going to keep your back safe and your spine safe, right? But unfortunately, a lot of times if you cue your clients to brace your abs or flex your abs, they're not going to have any idea what you mean. And a lot of times they'll even do the exact opposite of what you want. They'll do what's called an ab vacuum. And what that is essentially is, instead of taking a big breath and squeezing and bracing their abs, they'll actually let their air out and try and draw their belly button inward. And they do this for a variety of reasons, but most notably, there's a lot of crap out there, as you know, from various fitness magazines and mediums and whatever, saying that ab vacuums are good for getting a better waistline and more ab definition and other things of the sort. But the ab vacuum is the exact opposite of what we want to do when lifting and bracing. Because when you let all your air out, you completely negate, you don't have the intra-abdominal pressure anymore to keep your back and spine safe when lifting heavy. So essentially your body's natural safety belt is completely gone. So if you're telling your clients to brace your abs, flex your abs, and they aren't doing that, I have two options for you, two cues that you can use with them that are very, very, very effective. The first one is just very simply, when you're talking with your client, tell them to imagine that you're gonna punch them in the stomach, okay? And when you give them this cue, tell them to brace as if you're going to punch them. And a lot of the times they'll just click, because it's a very natural reaction to brace your abs to really try and absorb that impact when someone's gonna hit you, right? Doing an ab vacuum, no one would do that if they were gonna get hit in the stomach. They would brace their abs to try and protect themselves. But if that doesn't work, if that cue, imagine I'm gonna punch you in the stomach, doesn't work like you want it to, the next cue I'll use is a little bit more crude, but it actually works surprisingly well, is I'll tell my client to imagine that they're going to poop, okay? And I know it sounds really weird, but what I'll tell them is, imagine you have a poop, you got clogged up in you, and you're trying to take a breath and squeeze and shoot it right out, right? Now, obviously, you don't want to poop when you're deadlifting. That's not what you want to happen. So don't let them poop on the floor. But by giving them that sensation, by explaining what it's supposed to feel like, you'll literally sit there and watch them imagine what it's like to try and push out a clogged up poop, and they'll all of a sudden realize what it means to brace their abs. And that way, as crazy as it sounds, thinking about pooping while they're lifting heavy might not only help them keep them safe, might actually make them stronger in the long run. So first, try and see if the punching in the stomach cue helps them out, and if that doesn't work, try and get them to imagine that they're trying to push out a clogged up poop. Obviously, don't let them poop, and that will help them learn how to breathe and brace prior to lifting heavy, which will keep them safer and stronger in the long run.